Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, everyone is hating on Velma. I'm not sure why everyone is so hating it. Now, I know there's the usual suspects. They've got their base they have to feed them, so they have to, make everything, the sky is falling because of wokeness. I know that's what they have to do, and we've got, race-swapped characters. We've got a female lead, and she's not white, and she's not straight. Oh my God! Of course, they can't handle that. So that's to be expected. But there are some other things that have been mentioned, because there are some reviews, and the reviews do seem very negative. Then they don't seem to all be from the usual suspects. A couple of things that I find kind of disturbing and distasteful. The idea that Fred apparently has a small manhood, and this is a running joke in the show, and not a joke, but actually it's real. And I'm like, that's not funny. And the idea that Daphne has to sell drugs because of her family, it's a bit too real. I don't think we need an R-rated Scooby-Doo. Maybe if you want to make the horror a bit scarier and a bit gorier, that's fine. But to make the people's lives more gritty and realistic in a cartoon, I'm wondering if it's actually going to be funny, because we have to like these people. I mean, Fred seems like an absolute small d energy compensating douche. I don't want to spend an episode in a van with him solving mysteries. Why would we want to be with these people if they're that hideous? Now, in the trailer, Daphne seems fine. She seems to be the one reaching out to Velma, and Velma's the one being cynical and pushing her away. She doesn't seem like a junkie or a drug dealer, or any of those stereotypes, or things like that are dark and negative and need an R rating. So I don't know. Now, oops, I'm gonna have to call him Shaggy because I can't actually remember the guy's name, and I know it's already established, but he's a pothead, and I'm like, okay, but they don't seem to be depicting that realistically. He seems like just a normal guy. So I wasn't bothered by him. So that's two, issues that I'm not finding the issue with. And like, Daphne seems fine. Now, if that drug dealing is just part of her backstory and it's not really an issue, not really focused on, doesn't really interfere with her, who she is as a person, and being able to deal with the cases and episode to episode, that's fine. If they make it all about she's like got some big addiction or something in every episode, no one wants to deal with that. And I guess the same with Shag. If he's going to be stoned out of his gourd every episode and not be able to help or anything, then that's going to be annoying. But he doesn't seem to be doing that. Daphne doesn't seem to be a mess. Fred does seem to be a total douche, but we only saw a few scenes with him. Maybe he gets himself together and wakes up and stops acting like a douche, but maybe not. But if he is, why do we want to spend any time with him? Why would they want him to be with them? Do they just need his help to solve a crime, and they don't actually befriend him, and he stays, the entitled white guy, and that's it? Who's just, a D joke? I'm not sure. Yeah, so a lot of people are attacking the show, criticising the show, and I'm hearing their reasons, and some of it sounds good on paper, like all the big changes, but then watching the trailer, it's like, it seems okay. It almost seems kind of fun. I'm not having really a problem with what I've seen. Yeah, it's only 2 minutes. It's obviously not R-rated. It's, the very safe version. And again, it's only 2 minutes. But I had to comment because all the vitriol from the usual suspects, I'm not going to mention their names, but you know who I'm talking about. They are just trashing it and going for it hard. And I mean, there are issues with shows like She-Ra, and they trash the original voice actors and stuff like that, and the producers they did the whole trash the original to make ours look better sort of style campaign, which was really offensive. So things like that happen when shows are coming up that can kind of get you back up. The show itself didn't bother me that much, but it did have a lot of issues. This show, does it have a lot of issues? I'm not seeing much now. I'm not a huge Scooby-Doo fan. I saw the original show when I was a kid. I've seen a little bit of some of the movies since then. I watched The Addams Family and Scooby-Doo a couple of weeks ago. That's about it. And I don't know, I'm not seeing the fuss. It just seems like the usual, geek culture wars sort of dramas that people are just making up because they need a video, they need an upset, they need a drama, they need a problem that they need to, warn everyone about. because that's what they do. So it seems like just a whole lot of nothing. But I haven't seen the episode yet. It may be awful. There may be a lot of stuff they're hiding. The suggestion is they haven't let people do reviews because they're hiding how bad it is. It's just, the narrative goes on and on and on. And the only reason why I give them any benefit of the doubt is because Discovery was so bad. And every time I hear something being rebooted, I look at it, I think it's probably not going to be that bad. But then I hear people talking, then I think of that, and I think, well, just be prepared in case, because there can always be another Discovery, you never know. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.